So again, welcome back to me, welcome back to Thailand. True Thai here from Thailand. Hope you're doing well. It is 1 Palahasa Bodhi in Thailand, and I'm in my little basement here. For instance, a bit of in the kind of back kitchen. And sorry about that, but needs must, as it were, because again, for instance, the guy with the electrical saw, maybe might, no, we stopped. He's out at the moment. And my neighbour, she's back, etc. For instance, and she bangs around. So I've decided to basically come in here for my little studio here for today. So but it is what it is. So guys, I hope you're doing well. So just done a review of the Man City ladies game, because unfortunately, like the men, for instance, they lost. I'm sorry, but they put a better fight in than the boys did. They lost against lucky Chelsea again. Lucky Chelsea. Getting a 1-0 victory to Man City ladies out of the League Cup semi-final, where the Rags beat Arsenal, and fortunately so it'll be the Rags against Chelsea in Bristol for the final of the League Cup. And City all the chances, but unfortunately we didn't take them, and that's the reason why we are, for instance, out of the League Cup. And but they put up an amazing fight, and big up to the ladies, etc. Unfortunately, they just didn't go our way against lucky Chelsea, and hit the post twice. I get very disappointing, and but the most important thing to the ladies, the WSL, and we're 6 points clear of Chelsea, and we play Chelsea in a couple of weeks' time again. So they got Arsenal with them, but they've got Arsenal this week. We've got London Lionesses this week. So if the ladies bounce back, which they're determined to do against the London Lionesses, and then if Arsenal can do us a favour and beat Chelsea, we could be 9 points clear when we play Chelsea and WSL. And but disappointing, but very credible to the ladies, really is, and for the guys who actually went there as well. So let's talk about the men. Right, okay, so we've got the aftermath of what happened yesterday. For instance, the Bodo Glimt game. So it appears that there was a club statement come out and from the saying how the fact that they are refunding the City fans. Captains have come out and partly responded to City fans, which is nice. A very nice thing to do. And the captains, the Man City captains, so Bernardo Silva, Ruben Dias, Erling Haaland, for instance, who've come out and going to refund the fans because of because the cost of going to Norway. As somebody who's lived in Scandinavia for 10 years, I know how expensive Norway is. So the mere fact that, for instance, the fact the captains are doing this is a very nice gesture for the captains to make these donations to the fans. So big up to them, congratulations to them. And they said they were determined get back on the horse and whatever, and to show up against Wolves on Saturday. So which is a massive game. And it should be Mike Gahey's first game. There will be Antoine Semenko will be back. Hopefully Nunes will hopefully be back from his what I've got. Well, I've got a bit of a sniff. Again, it's not the greatest temperature in Thailand at the moment. It's 27. People say 27. Yeah, but to me that's cold. In the evening it gets quite cold, so I've got a bit of a sniffle. So for instance, so they've decided. So hopefully we'll see Nico Gonzalez back in the game as well. So for instance, and hopefully he can assist Rodri. It'd be great if them two could play together. I think LB did a team which I fancy really, with a back four of Donnarumma, Nunes. Gahey, Kuzinov and O'Reilly, and Ryan Ignori, and then and then for instance in the midfield of Nuno G and Nico G and Rodri, and then we have a forward line of Semenko, for instance, Semenko, Mamouche to drop a Haaland, because Haaland looks a bit tired, and needs to give him a break, because we probably need more for Galatasaray next week as well. So but also Doku I would put in as well, and because he had I think he's still got a knock from the Dallas challenge. So so for instance Semenko's got Foden, see, but it's I know it's very demoralising. I've kept away from social media. I've kept away. I'm not sure what's called mainstream media. Sorry, not social media. Mainstream Southern-based biased media, and they are going to town at Manchester City big time. My God, I've seen 115. I've seen and you name it, what's it called, and absolutely, really, sticking the boot into Manchester City at the moment, which is no surprise. Doesn't surprise me. What's it called? It's something what I expect they would do, but really annoying, and so I'm trying to keep away from that crap, and especially the results didn't go well last night for us. So for instance, so let's have a look at the table as it stands. It's the Europa League tonight. So yesterday, Galatasaray drew with Atletico Madrid. Teams relevant towards Bayern Munich beat Union, so no surprise there. Chelsea beat Paphos. And at Stamford Bridge. Juve beat Benfica. Liverpool won away at Marseille 3-0. Newcastle won at PSV home 3-0. No surprise there. And Barcelona 2-4 at Prague. What it does for the table, if I can just grab for instance a game and then just go to the table. So it's not that bad, as far as for instance, because Man City are now into 11th position with 13 points with a +4 goal average. Goal against 9, goal difference +4. So it's not good. That's not good. But there's a host of teams on 13. So we've got Arsenal at the top there, Munich, Madrid, Liverpool, and then Spurs. For instance, Caspi Spurs are there, and then you've got Paris, Newcastle, Chelsea, Barcelona, Sporting, City, Atletico, and Atlanta all on 13 points. They're on 13 points. So but with City next week. Now it appears that Newcastle are playing Paris Saint-Germain next week. I believe, and so there's even we get 16 points, we'll put us at the moment, we'll put them to third position, but the other teams ready to play. So if we win next week, we've still got a hell of a chance to get through. Problem is our goal difference. If we can put 4 past Galatasaray, for instance, then that would make a big difference to goal difference. Newcastle got a +10 goal difference. Chelsea have only got a +6 goal difference, but City are 11th, etc., with a +4. So so for instance, the last thing we don't want to do is qualify for the next round, etc. For instance, with any again you're playing 2 games or going into the 9th to 25 position. Still some decent teams in that. You've got Inter Milan, you've got Juventus. We've got Barcelona at the moment there, Dortmund there, Leverkusen, etc., who we lost to early in the season. So all there, and for instance, in that spot we could draw. So at least we're not drawing Real Madrid this year. Not again. So for instance, who we could get, for instance, we could get Garabag, etc., which wouldn't be too bad, or PSV, Atletico, that kind of thing. But Atletico I don't like. Athletic Club, Olympiacos would be nice, or something like that. But the last thing we're going to do is play next 2 games. to qualify for the next round of the Champions League. We cannot go out this season. We've got to do better. So, but the guys promised us that we will do that. So, but we'll see. So if we just pop over to the to next week's fixtures. So it's Monday. No, it's Tuesday, isn't it? So Tuesday. So no, it's going to be Wednesday then. Okay. Wednesday the 28th. Wednesday the 28th. Yeah, okay, so it's all time. So, Arsenal carry over Atletico against Sporting. So there you go, that's it's Athletic Club against Sporting. Atletico, they got Bodo Glimp, Atletico Madrid. Barcelona against Copenhagen. For instance, I live both of those cities. I used to live in both of those cities. Leverkusen against Villarreal. And then you got Dortmund against Inter. So there you go. That's two teams actually in that block. For instance, so we can't see anybody going through for that. Yeah, well, you never know. Frankfurt against Spurs. Liverpool against Karabakh. Oh, great. We got Galatasaray. Juventus against Monaco. That's a bit difficult for Juventus. Chelsea have got to go away to Napoli. That's going to be difficult. Munchen. So forget about those. Paris Saint-Germain against Newcastle. So there's an opportunity. There's a chance. Man City's got to win next week. Simple as that. Or we'll for instance, we'll suffer. For instance, but we've got to basically to do what we need to do. For instance, again, and beat Wolves. And then, for instance, beat Galatasaray. And if you asked me a few weeks ago, you said that would be a natural. For instance, I was expecting 3 wins for the last three games. Unfortunately, we're not. So yeah, so it's been quite tough. Let's see anything else. News. Oh yeah, Jack Grealish has had an injury, so he's going to be ruled in out for the next few months. Anguish against the Wolves clash. Man City will from Wolves to the Etihad Stadium on the 24th of January. So it's going to be the first league win. City will be the first Premier League win of 2026 after 3 draws. Yeah, because we haven't won in 2026. However, if we go into the weekend in second place, 7 points behind leaders, we're still 7 points behind leaders. Arsenal, it can be still be done. We've got to keep the faith. And now with backup at the back, etc. For instance, thank you very much, Max. Getting Gahey and etc. is a massive stroke for us, and hopefully, and then Diaz will be back soon as well. We ran right and Maliu because we beat them 4-0 against in the sunshine, in August sunshine, for instance, and Chucky scored and Ryan Ignore scored, Chairman scored. So recent forms in the Premier League to just 8 points. Wolves appear to be set for relegation. Yeah, still at the bottom, etc. But I think they're unbeaten in 5 or something. And so they've won games as well. They're winning games ever since they played against United. That's when they started winning again. So Rob Edwards has prepared formation of 3-5-2 formation since taking over. Was going to be fairly settled in the last recent week. Josie Sarr, the goalkeeper, Lavadic, Krejci, Yigson, Mosella, Santiago Boone, the 3 centre backs in front of him. The wing backs would be Jackson Traore. On the right would be Hugo Bernal. On the left, while Brazilian international João Gomez and Andre provide solid footing in the field. Then they're joined in attack by Matthias Main, who tries to get forward to support Hong Hee Chan and Toulouse Avocad, with young Jordan Strang Larsen currently being used as an impact substitute. Yeah, he started off quite well there. So Edwards, So the head-to-head records between City and Wolves face each other 23 times in the Premier League, with City coming out 16 times. in that time. We scored 55 goals and averaged 2.4 per meeting. As part of that, we have won 10 of the Premier League meetings against Wolves, with the exception being a 2-1 loss at Molineux in 2023. Wolves, how they attack. Wolves scored 15 goals so far this season in the division, while they're significant down from their XG of 20, with the chances creations is only 3 worst in the league. It comes just 197 shots, with the 19th best in the division, only 3 more than Burnley, and only half of the league's best, the keenest known shooters, the Rex, on 362. They are the worst for creating up to defending big chances, while they're yet to score a goal on the break and only have netted 3 headers. They're 17th best in the division. They are more dangerous in the first half than they are in the second half, with only 5 added after the break, being worst of all 20 sides. They tend to be open play crosses of their 342 so far in the 4th in the league, while only Liverpool have scored from fewer set pieces than them. Hung Hee Chan and the rest also have 2 goals each. Now, no one's netted more than that. Left back David Mola Wolfe is the only man who's supplied more than 1 assist so far too. How do they defend? West Ham, Burnley both conceded more goals. The Wolves have let 41 goals and actually 1.86 per match. So all together, if you look at that stats, we said that's the relegating stats. But again, this is the Premier League, and you never know, do we? We can't take it for granted. I don't think they will. I think hopefully the guys will realise the importance of this game, importance of getting back 3 points, importance of so getting confidence in the team, getting goals. I do believe that, for instance, we will beat Wolves. I think we'll be in equivalent to the fours. A victory. I can't see Wolves scoring. I'd be very surprised if they did. But you never know. Again, this is the Premier League. This is the football. So we beat Bournemouth Glyn. Against the Premier League, but I just can't see it. I really can't. I can't really see it. I can't see it. But I've got, and again, it's the Premier League. So, but I'd be shocked if we did. But I do believe that hopefully the guys will turn up and we will actually get something out of this. But let me know what you think, you guys, etc. For instance, let me know in your comments, etc. And you like and subscribe the video. Sorry about the location, but it needs must. You want to hear me, not a bus though. I'm sure. I don't apologise for the sniffles, but it is what it is. But so we've got to be susu, as they say in Thailand, and stay strong. And hopefully we can get back into winning ways. There's a lot of comments, pep outs. There's a lot of, let's say it was our unbeaten, 13-match unbeaten run, and we were winning games. And after the Forest game, everybody was like, whoa, Man City is serious. And after Newcastle, Man City, they're taking Man City seriously. And now, after a couple of games, etc., we're now, dog poo. So, for instance, in the Southern-based biased media, for instance, have all taken it into account, all taken it into turns to slag off Manchester City and stick their knife in Man City, no uncertain terms. So, you've got to ignore those. You've got to ignore those comments, etc., and just keep the faith, because again, it's just us. It's us against the world. You've got Howard Webb saying the Delov challenge was a brush. Give me a break. It's unbelievable, which is just ridiculous. So we've got to fight to the end, and hopefully, for instance, if the guys show a little bit of spirit, like the ladies did yesterday, for instance, then we will. So we've got to keep the faith, guys. We really do. So, but it's going to be tough. But I trust in Man City. Come on, guys. So, like and subscribe, tell me what you're thinking, what's on your mind. You can ask me about Thailand at the moment. And I always like to read the comments, or the good ones anyway. So, but I'll speak to you guys soon. And Susu, Man City.